Okay, so welcome everybody to our virtual Israel programs fair. We're so excited that you guys are all here to listen to all of the opportunities that await you on your 2023 Masa Israel journey. This is very exciting, and I just want to introduce ourselves. So my name is Mai. I'm assisting in Masa in Australia as the Australian representative, and this is Ramona.
Hi everyone, my name is Ramona. I am the current Israel Programs Director at ZFA and the Australian Masa representative too. And we're so excited to have you here to hear more about Israel programs and what your year next year can look like.
So today, to kickstart our webinar, we have with us Ofer Gutman, who is the CEO of Masa. He'll be sharing a few words with you today.
Shalom. Thank you, Maya and Ramona. Thank you for inviting me, and I want to welcome you all to this virtual fair. I'm very, very excited to open this Masa 2022 virtual fair for Gap Year programs. I want to encourage you today to just participate as much as you can. Ask questions. We have here the best gap year options for you. You will hear them one after the other, and there is really so many experiences that you can embark with Masa, and this is going to create life-changing experiences for you in Israel, with your friends, or with another channel that you will choose. I want also to say that I'm thrilled about our ongoing partnership with the Zionist Federation of Australia, and especially now with the Israel Go initiative, which makes Masa programs much more affordable to come to Israel. I really know that any program that you're going to choose, you're going to have a life-changing experience, and we have programs that can help you with to grow professionally and personally. I know it's hard to think about leaving home for the first time and relocating to a new country and be there for a significant time, a semester or a year, and it's challenging. But I'm sure you're up to the challenge, and I can assure you that it's going to be very rewarding. If you have any other questions after the end of this session, you just met our, some of you know them before, but if not, you met our representatives in Australia that can help you with anything you need. You can also check our website, but I'm sure that our program organizers will do a great job and will give you a full explanations of the different options that you have. So I'm really thrilled about today, and I hope it's going to be a great opportunity for everyone. Toda rabah and good luck.
Thank you so much, Ofer. We are going to now, oops, wrong one. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit now about Masa and about Israel Go, such as like what Ofer just spoke about. So we're just going to introduce to anyone that's not aware of what Masa offers and what Israel Go offers. Let's talk about this now. Okay, so Israel Go. So it's a new initiative of the Zionist Federation of Australia. It's supported by the UIA, Keren Yesod, and it basically provides like extra financial support to help those eligible applicants who would otherwise be burdened financially, helps them experience a long-term Masa Israel program. It's a new initiative and it's really great. We're entering now our second year of this program. Last year it was really successful, and we're so grateful to be able to give this opportunity to year 12s post-high school that are looking to have their Israel experiences. And this year Israel Go launched last week. So we have 3 different tiers for this. There is the first tier of $3,000 grants for Masa programs of 6 months, between 4 to 6 months, and then another tier of $4,500 grant for Masa programs between 6 to 10 months. And then for any program that is over 10 months, there are grants of up to $6,500. These are really, it's a really amazing initiative, just because otherwise before this, we didn't have this kind of opportunity, like a funding initiative for people that would otherwise be burdened financially, especially coming out of COVID. I know there are many people that are a bit worried about, what a 2023 program, what the possibility would even be. So the first thing that anyone wants to do before they apply to this is apply to your Masa program through our Masa portals. We'll talk a little bit more about this a bit later, about how to apply and where to register, but it's very important that you're accepted to a Masa program before you apply to Israel Go. And this is all for programs from 2023, from the 1st of January 2023.
Just with that, it means if you're going on the second half of the year, meaning you're starting your program in September, you are still applying now for Israel Go.
Yeah, and basically, how does this work? So we have our Masa scholarships are a bit different. They're all needs-based, whereas the Israel Go initiative, it's based on a self-identification of need. So if you do need this additional financial assistance, you're not going to have to give your tax returns or anything too invasive. But yeah, do disclose in the application why you need it, and we'll be able to help as best we can. In order to apply, just head to israelgo.org.au, and the applications close on the 7th of October. So Ramona is now going to talk a little bit about Masa.
So Masa was established in 2004 as a joint project with the Jewish Agency and the Israeli government. It is an umbrella organization which really aims to bring young Jewish adults to Israel on a long-term immersive program, which ranges from 4 to 10 months and ages of 16 to 35. Here in Australia, we tend to focus more on 18 to 35, but hopefully we'll be changing that soon. Masa's diverse portfolio really aims to have an enriching and meaningful experience in Israel, ranging from volunteering and internships, undergraduate and graduate programs, Jewish study programs, and gap years. Like, you really have all these different types of programs which you can go on and embark your journey in Israel. Masa also provides leadership seminars, cultural events, Hebrew Ulpan, organized trips throughout the year to really make your year a lot more meaningful and add this special aspect that Masa has. And you also have this global Masa community. I was on a gap year and I really felt that Masa community when I was there, and it was just incredible. Something special about Masa is that Masa accredits programs. So it's not really relevant unless you're thinking of going on a gap year and like a college, going to college in the US. It's not really applicable as much, but it means that you can get credits towards your college. It's also a compliance organization, which means that all the programs must have a certain quality assurance, and they follow all the safety and security protocols that Masa outlines, which is super important because there really are high standards and they make sure that all of them are exceeded in every aspect. And Masa also provides grants and scholarships to all participants. So Masa aims to provide these grants and scholarships to make it easy and accessible for any young Jew wanting to go to Israel to be able to come. Masa funding. So every participant is eligible for a universal grant, which starts from around $200 US. This does range according to the program, the length of the program, what type of program, whether you're doing a Masa career program or a gap year program, really depends on many factors. But you also have the option to opt out and donate this money back to Masa, and they can help it go towards someone who might need it more. Masa also has a means tested scholarship. This is where you can receive up to $6,500 US, which is based on family income, length of program, age, country, all these different factors that go towards it. But the difference between that and the universal grant is that you have to provide proof of income. You have to provide your full tax returns, and that's the way that you go through this process. And I just want to emphasize that this process is super, super confidential, and it's really like an incredible way to receive a scholarship. Masa funding. So when you apply for Masa, you have to provide a $50 US application fee, which is refundable at the completion of the program. So at the end of the program, you will receive that money back. Grants and need-based scholarships, which is super important, just like Israel Go, it is paid directly to the program provider, which means it's not coming into your bank accounts, it's going straight to the program that you're going on. How to apply for funding and how to apply for Masa in general. First of all, you have to be apply through your program and be accepted by your program, whatever program it may be, any of these ones that are presenting today. And then you must apply for Masa and the Universal Grant. That is done at Masa Israel, at masaisrael.org. And after you apply for that, you have the option to continue your application for a needs-based scholarship. That is when you'll provide your full tax returns. I just want to emphasize that every single Masa fellow, anyone who wants to go on a Masa program, must fill out this online application, whether you are applying for funding or not. Health, safety, and security. So Masa follows all of the requirements and updates that they receive from the Israeli government. All the programs themselves will receive these guidelines from Masa and that they must follow. So whatever it may be, Masa is on top of it and the programs must follow it. Concerns with COVID-19, security concerns, all of that, they follow the Israeli government and whatever they outline. And at that, like, you really can tell that the health, safety, and security of every single Masa participant is the priority of Masa in Israel. Visas. So in order to apply for a visa, you must apply for Masa, and you will receive, after you finish your application, you will receive a letter from Masa with your details of your passport. Along with that letter, which comes in your email, you will email that with all the documents that you have filled out in order to get a visa and your passport to the Israeli embassy in Canberra. And then you'll get your passport back with an A2 visa. These are just valid for the duration of the program. Extensions are available once you get to Israel. You can speak with your programs about that, Masa, once you are near the completion of your program. Another super important thing to highlight is that Israeli citizens, they must try and get an army exemption through the Israeli embassy in order to come on a Masa program. This is a pretty easy way to do it, so not anything to stress about. Refunds and cancellations. This is totally up to the program that you have decided to go on. Make sure to ask them. They will be speaking today. Make sure to ask them about this and any other questions that you might have in regards to that. Flights to Israel. So Masa nor the ZFA are involved in booking or facilitating any of these flights. You've got to speak to the programs if you are looking into dates or certain flights that you want to go on with a group. You must speak to your individual programs in regards to that. Just a few little points that you can ask the program representatives, ask about refunds, their health and safety measures, the cost, if you want to see a weekly or daily schedule, what happens if there's changes due to COVID-19, potential changes in the future in general. Make sure to ask them these questions. They are here to answer any and all of the questions that you have. They really want to make sure that you are going on a program to Israel and their program. So really take advantage of the fact that we've got people from Israel speaking to us and highlighting their amazing programs. If you guys have any questions, want more information about different programs, any concerns, visa, funding, whatever it may be, including Israel Go, please don't hesitate to contact Maya or myself. Those are our emails, the phone numbers. Make sure to also visit our website, israelprograms.com.au. There's a lot of information there. We're posting updates now and all of that. So make sure to keep updated with that. And also don't forget to follow our Instagram and Facebook accounts. Masa, it's the only way to travel into 2023. And we are so excited to go on this journey with you all.
Okay, I can just see that we've got some questions. So in general, throughout this webinar, if you have any questions, just pop it in the chat. And we'll be able to slowly, after each presentation, be able to answer collectively, hopefully. So any funding available for 4-month programs?
Yes, so 4-month programs, you will also receive funding through Masa. You can receive the Universal Grant, or you can apply for the scholarships, the need-based scholarship, and you'll be able to hopefully get a scholarship through that. Also, you are able to apply for Israel Go. So Israel Go does provide funding for that. Which are the programs that cater to 35-year-olds? So we will be having a different webinar on that a bit later in the year. That this is more of a gap year thing. We'll focus on the, like, for 35-year-olds a bit later. There are heaps of programs. Make sure to email us and we're happy to speak to you about it and find the perfect program for you.